Hi, my name is Kate Connolly and welcome to the Intuitive Mastery School. This is a place where you can 100% remember who you really are and reclaim your magic. Your intuition is the only way to fully trust yourself, own your decisions, and create a better life for yourself without doubts, fears, worries, confusion, and a sense of not really knowing where you're going in your life. When we're looking at this intuitive ability, we really need to know how to slow down in order to speed up. This slowing down is super important through breath, meditation, movement, whatever it is that you need to do so that you can really learn how to tune in and create that intuitive channel so that you can actually get some clarity and awareness on your life. Aligning your actions with your beliefs as well as your intuitive energy is the recipe for how you succeed here. It's such an important information to understand and to acknowledge, because when you can really learn how to channel your intuition and understand what you need and clear any belief systems that don't align with that, the actions then become easy. And then all of that inspired action creates success in a daily basis. And please remember, you don't have to do this journey alone. There are so many others like you looking for a community to heal and grow in, and this is exactly the place for you. So I want to explain to you a little bit about how the Intuitive Mastery School works and the information around your intuition and how we actually really get it moving for you. So this eye in the middle of the circle, this is our intuition. It's such an important part of understanding and knowing who we are. This comes from our place of I am presence. But we also have many factors as humans that in time and through our lives create problems. So if we are struggling with certain elements of our lives and we're finding it hard to move forward, we will come up with all sorts of sabotages, blocks, belief systems that don't work for us, unwanted patterns, and unwanted behaviors. Now, we don't necessarily do this consciously. A lot of this is very unconscious. But the trick is, how do we actually create the consciousness around these behaviors and these sabotages and blocks? How do we actually move past them? Because at the end of the day, if you're not already where you need to be or well and truly on your way, you will have a block somewhere, and it is really important to learn how to recognize and heal them. Beyond that, we have this feeling of uncertainty in our world and a lack of understanding about how to move through these things. If we don't have the tools that we need in order to move forward, we will often just stay in a place of fear and a lack of trust because we don't know how to shift these things. If we're sitting in a place of constant sabotage but we don't know how to fix it, we're going to be living in fear, and that's just a really uncomfortable place to be. You're not going to be able to trust yourself. You're going to be really stressed. Your nervous system is going to be very imbalanced, and you're going to be in a place of avoidance or procrastination on a fairly regular basis. When you're looking to line up your energies, if you're really struggling, you're going to struggle with a lack of routine. You're going to be stuck in old patterns of behavior. So even if you want to do that, new diet, or you want to try that new business strategy, you're going to find yourself constantly going back to old patterns of behavior, and it's really going to feel very stuck for you. Another way that we can notice that our energy isn't aligned is through unexplained illnesses, feeling exhausted and lethargic, and having just really interesting and unusual pain syndromes. The other ways that it often shows up is in unhappy relationships. So if we're just not aligning our energy with what it is that we're looking for and how we're moving forward in our lives, we just have this general dissatisfaction. And that dissatisfaction will often show up in all sorts of places, but most specifically in our close personal relationships. So how do we move through all of this, and how do we get into a place where we can actually really live and understand our intuition? Well, we first start with healing processes. This is a threefold process, and the combination of all three of those really allow us to stay in a place of intuitive knowing and staying in our understanding of who we really are. And this is where we get clarity. So if we have lots of sabotages and blocks and belief systems that are not serving us, the best way to do that is to learn how to heal them properly. And this is what we teach in the Intuitive Mastery School. We give you processes to move through old wounds and sabotages so you can actually get out of your own way and start moving to where you want to be. We also give you a lot of spiritual tools and techniques to move through stress, pain, and fear. So every time something hits you and you're not really sure what's happening, you 100% get the ability to move through it, and you know how to deal with each situation as it comes up for you. And this is a really fantastic way to make sure that your nervous system can stay balanced most of the time, so you stay out of stress and you stay in a place of trust for yourself. The last thing that we do is do a lot of energetic activations, which are channeled meditations and energetic upgrades, and they are the absolute key to the kingdom in terms of allowing all of those things to fall into place. And as you listen to the meditations and start getting those energetic upgrades, you start to kind of come back into that sense of who you really are, that sense of your I am presence. And the combination of all of those gives you that gift of just easy flowing intuitive information. And that easy flowing intuitive information is the key to making sure that you can move through your life with ease and grace. And if anything does come up for you, as it always does for everybody on the planet, you have all the tools that you need to move through it. If you have issues with trying to lose weight, trying to get better relationships, earning more money, staying in a really solid place with your career, these 3 tools are essential for you to be able to do that with ease. So the school is all about remembering you. It's all about you. Whether you are new to spirituality or a seasoned healer, constant connection and activations into your intuition makes you more powerful, more confident. It creates healing in all areas of your life. And it also gives you a community of aligned humans to share this journey with, because it can be a really lonely and scary journey unless you can do it with people who can understand you and recognize where you're at. Every week, what we offer you is a live class. There's so much valuable content. We have loads of different topics. We have topics ranging from healing relationships to chakra activations to manifesting. All of them stay in a massive library for you to listen and get information at your convenience whenever you like. The content is there 24/7, but we have a live class every single week where I show up and we workshop things. We workshop, we tune in, we get information, we meditate, and we basically upgrade and we get into the place where we want to be. So it's a really fantastic, very interactive, very healing place for you. If you want to learn more about my stuff, I've also got an Intuitive Mastery podcast, and you're also welcome to follow me on Instagram and YouTube, which is where most of my socials. If you want to subscribe, you will get information on a fairly regular basis. And the podcast, I have all of that information in my foundation section of the Intuitive Mastery School. But if you want to just listen to the podcast separately to that, absolutely subscribe and check in to that as well. Believe in the magic of the season, bloom where you are planted, give yourself the opportunity to really remember who you are, and do that in a place where you feel safe, and do it in a community where you feel absolutely supported. So a little bit about me. I am an intuitive healer, I'm an intuitive teacher, and I have a pretty wonderful life raising my children, and I really enjoy spending time doing this work. This is really my soul's calling, and I'm really excited to spend time with you. So if you want to get started, if you want to do a deeper dive into what the Intuitive Mastery School is all about, and if you want to join the Mastery School straight away in the Mastery level, which is just $10 a week, click on the link, the Join Now, and I would love to see you in class. I will see you soon.